Imagine a resin so coveted that its fragrance once motivated emperors to wage war and traders to risk everything at sea. Agarwood, known as wood of the gods, drives a $10 billion global market in perfumes, incense, and luxury goods. Yet few know its secret. I'm your AI narrator with AGRI 360X, and today we'll uncover how a humble Southeast Asian tree transforms into liquid gold. We'll trek into ancient rainforests where wild agar trees stand threatened, step into high-security cultivation centers, witness painstaking resin induction techniques, and tour sterile processing labs that distill heart-stopping oud oils. If you thrive on tales of hidden value, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Our deep dives arrive Monday, Friday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Now, inhale deeply. The world of Agarwood awaits. Origins and rarity. The tree that bears no ordinary wood, Agarwood arises only when Aquilaria or Gyronops trees fight for survival against fungal invasion. Else their heartwood remains pale, scent-free sapwood. Of the 21 Aquilaria species, A. malaxensis and A. agalocha reign supreme for resin quality. In undisturbed forests of Malaysia, Indonesia, and northeast India, wild agarwood density plummeted by 90% over 50 years due to overharvest. In 1995, CITs listed Aquilaria under Appendix 2, regulating international trade, but black markets still smuggle resin at $100 per gram for superior grades. This rarity underpins Agarwood's mystique. Each dark, fragrant knot in an ancient trunk is a trophy of survival, nature's alchemy producing an aroma unrivaled by any synthetic compound. Cultivation emerges, from wild hunt to farmed resin. By the early 2000s, unsustainable wild cuts forced innovators to farm agarwood. In Malaysia's Pahang state, researchers pioneered induced resin techniques, wounding trunks and injecting fungal spores to trigger resin formation. Today, 20,000 hectares of commercial agarwood plantations span Asia, from Vietnam's Central Highlands to India's Assam Plains. Farmers plant seedlings at 2-meter spacing, reaching harvestable maturity in 5 to 7 years versus 20 to 30 years in the wild. Induction methods, mechanical drilling, fungal inoculation, and chemical stimulants produce resin yields of 10 to 15 kilos per tree, while wild specimens rarely exceed 5 kilos of high-grade resin. This shift from hunt to harvest redefines sustainability, but challenges remain in replicating wild resin complexity on the farm. Induction methods, engineering the scent. 3 primary resin induction methods shape farmed agarwood economics. 1. Fungal inoculation, introducing Fusarium spp and other fungi into drill holes at 10 centimeter depth, stimulates natural defense, imbuing wood with deep, complex aroma. Yields, 8 to 12 kilo resin per tree in 12 months. 2. Chemical elicitors, proprietary formulas, plant hormones and polyphenols, force resin deposition within 6 months, doubling yield to 15 kilos per tree. Critics argue chemical residues can alter pure oud profiles, sparking taste debates among perfumers. 3. Agarwood TM. Injection, a patented Malaysian technology combining mechanical and chemical induction to yield 20 kilo resin per tree in 12 to 18 months, albeit at higher per-tree costs. $50 per induction versus $10 for fungi. Farmers choose based on market. Auction houses prize the unpredictable complexity of fungal resin, while mass-market oud blends accept chemically induced consistency. This engineered scent revolution sits at the crossroads of tradition and tech, harvesting and primary processing, from trunk to chips. Once resin occupancy reaches 10 to 15% of heartwood volume, harvest begins. Workers use anti-static saws to slice 5 to 10 centimeter thick chips, minimizing fiber damage. Harvest teams grade material on the spot. Grade A, premium. Dark, dense, heavy chips sinking in water. Aromatic complexity commanding $50,000 per ton. Grade B, standard. Medium resin content. Balanced scent at $15,000 per ton. Grade C, commercial. Low resin chips for incense and basic perfumery, $5,000 per ton. Chips air dry on raised racks for 48 hours to reach 12% moisture, ensuring safe storage and efficient distillation later. Every gram of harvested resin is accounted, recorded, and often blockchain tagged to trace provenance to a single tree. Distillation and oil extraction, the heart of oud production. Distilling oud oil is a three-stage steam process. 1. Hydrodistillation. Chips soak in boiling water. Steam carries volatiles into condensers. 2. Fractional separation. Distillate settles into layers. First water, then light oils, and finally dense oud oil. 3. Polishing. High-grade oils age in clay jars for 6 to 12 months, mellowing harsh phenols and deepening color to amber brown. A single ton of grade A chips yields 5 to 7 kilos of pure oud oil, priced at $3,000 to $5,000 per gram. Lower grades yield more oil but with simpler profiles, used in luxury scented candles and mass-market colognes. Master distillers guard secret tweaks, distillation pressures, soak times, jar porosity, passed down over centuries. Quality control and grading. Science meets scent. The oud market hinges on precision evaluation. GC-MS analysis. Gas chromatography mass spectrometry profiles. Aromatic compounds. Sesquiterpenes, chromones, with 0.01% sensitivity. Artisan distillers compare spectra against revered reference oils, ensuring authenticity. Sensory panels. Expert noses score oils on 12 attributes: smokiness, woodiness, floral undertones, using standardized scales. Top oils score 90+ out of 100. Purity and additives. Lab tests detect adulteration, synthetic guaiacol, or mixed lower-grade oils, with blockchain-recorded certificates guaranteeing 100% natural oud. At annual Luxury Fragrance Week in Dubai, rarefied oud oils auction for record prices, $500 per milliliter, as elite buyers chase the rarest aromatic signatures. Beyond oil, byproducts and value chains. Agarwood's value extends beyond oil. Incense sticks and cones. Sawdust mixed with adhesives and fragrances sells for $50 per kilos in Gulf markets. Powdered wood chips, ground into fine powder for tea and tinctures, marketed for relaxation at $30 per 100-pound ghee. Essence extracts. Ethanol macerations yield floral top notes for luxury perfumery. Charred wood. Traditional Japanese hibachi grilling uses specially treated agarwood charcoal, prized for subtle smoke flavor in kaiseki cuisine, commanding $200 per kilos. This full-spectrum utilization ensures that every fraction of the harvested tree finds a market, driving revenue diversification and waste minimization across the agarwood supply chain. Global markets and cultural reverence, a fragrant tapestry. Agarwood's appeal spans cultures. Middle East. Oud oils form the backbone of Gulf perfumery, worn by royalty at $1,000 per bottle, while traditional oud evenings blend music, incense, and hospitality. Saudi Arabia imports 30 tons of oud oil annually. East Asia. In Japan, agarwood chips, koach, fuel centuries-old kodo incense rituals. Prized chips burn on heated ceramic plates, their strains evoking seasons and stories. South Asia. In India and Bangladesh, agarwood paste, known as oud attar, mixes with sandalwood for attar blends, sold at street bazaars for $300 per 50 ml bottle. Western luxury. European niche houses incorporate oud into haute parfums. Tom Ford, Creed, catapulting it from obscure spice market to runway chic. Despite modern alternatives, true agarwood remains irreplaceable, a bridge between nature's wild resilience and refined human artistry. Challenges and innovation, the road forward. Agarwood's future teeters on innovation. Lab-grown oud cells. Biotech firms in Singapore are culturing Aquilaria cell lines and bioreactors, offering cruelty-free oud by 2026 at $100 per gram initially, with projected cost declines. Non-invasive induction. Ultrasonic waves and laser pulses show promise to trigger resin without drilling, reducing tree stress and boosting uniformity. Digital traceability. Blockchain tags link every oil batch to GPS coordinates and induction records, combating fraud and ensuring provenance. Climate resilience. Heat-tolerant Aquilaria hybrids, developed through marker-assisted selection, promise to survive increasing droughts and monsoon shifts across the species range. Balancing cutting-edge science with the cultural lore of Agarwood will define the next chapter for this forest treasure. From ancient emperors' banquets to modern perfumeries, Agarwood's journey is a testament to nature's alchemy and human creativity. Each drop of oud oil embodies fungal battles, precise cultivation, and artisanal distillation, a sensory bridge between wild jungles and urban luxuries. Now it's your turn. If you could champion one advance, from lab-grown resin to community agroforestry, what step would you take to preserve Agarwood's heritage while fueling its future? Share your vision in the comments. Thank you for joining AGRI 360X, where we illuminate the untold stories behind the world's most extraordinary crops. If this deep dive into Agarwood sparked your curiosity, smash like, subscribe, and ring the bell for daily explorations at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., with weekend specials at noon. Until next time, stay curious and let nature's aromas guide your imagination.